right, so let's hop right in. For the people that don't know you, how did you get into the life insurance space in general?
I was trying to switch careers. I was a school psychologist and I was going to get into solar. And so I was just messaging strangers on LinkedIn. And I actually messaged a guy who hopped on a Zoom call with me to recruit me for life insurance. So I thought I was going to sell him solar panels and then he just recruited me. I kept in touch with him on Instagram for like a year. And then finally, a year later, he had a lock in like 30 minutes away. So I went to the lock in to just meet him and see what was going on. And then I just overheard one conversation with some young kid. He was like in his 20s and a client. And it's like, if he just made all that money doing that, I can come in here and destroy it. So it took me a long time to get in, but going to a lock-in and hearing a sale like sold me right then and there. I was broke, so I had 75-cent leads, which obviously these people filled out a mailer 5 years ago when they were super interested, and they've just been worked to death. So it was a lot of like I would probably make one sale for every 1,000 phone calls. It was a horrible first month, and I just got like my teeth kicked in just calling like 75-cent leads. And then I was like, how am I dialing all day, every day, 10 hours a day, memorizing my script, my objections, my rebuttals? Like I'm doing everything I should, but everybody around me is making like 30, 40 grand a month. Like, how is this possible? And that's when people told me that, like, yeah, we're calling higher intent leads. Like we're calling people who want to talk to us. Like we wouldn't have these numbers if we were calling 75-cent leads either. So then I learned that there's a whole other degree of leads out there. And I don't know if my upline just wanted me to like prove my stripes before he told me that there were better leads. Like I'm not sure what the method was there, but I didn't even know better leads existed. So once I found out, it took me from like January to May. In May, I started running Facebook leads and I had my first 30 grand month. But before that, I was struggling at like 10 or 12K months. I think if your upline quizzes you enough and gives you like a fake scenario and you handle it well, then you're ready for high intent leads. I think the whole thought process is you don't want to spend money and not be skilled enough to make the sale. But in at least in California, there's 20 business days before you can even get your national producer number, and then you need another 2 or 3 weeks for contracts. So there's no excuse for you to not come in and be able to make your first dial and sell. Like you should be taking that month and a half where you can't sell and just be memorizing your script and objections and like knowing product knowledge and being so sharp that by the time you dial, you can make a sale. I think it's maybe good to call 75-cent leads and mix them in with your fresh leads. Maybe all Saturday you call the old ones just so that you can appreciate the higher intent leads once you do have them. Because there's a huge distinction between the two. And I think sometimes if you're spoiled and you come in and you buy high intent, you're expecting a lie down. And then you're mad if they opt out of the very first text, like, hey, we just got, you literally just asked for this 2 seconds ago, and I'm texting you, and then you say stop. It can be frustrating, right? Or if somebody leaves the wrong phone number, it's frustrating. But I think people get spoiled thinking if I spend the money on a hot lead, I want to make that sale right then and there that day. It's still hard. It's just less difficult than calling somebody from 5 years ago on it.